Hello everyone, it's Ball Farmer 6710. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to day 83 on the big 132 model farm diorama display. We're officially into March now, which means the weather is supposed to be a bit more spring time of year, but we still have the odd few showers of rain, but there's still a lot going on. Although in saying that, a lot of beat has been on, a lot of work is going on over in Adrians Farm. There's a few changes over there, we'll get to that later on. Slurry spreading us a go, Muk Spreader us a go, and much more, guys, so let's get into it. We'll start off over here in PJs Farm. Not too much going on, you know, there's kind of a quiet time of year for PJ, but he has gained interest in going to a ploughing match there today, or a ploughing day, or a working day demonstration type of thing with all vintage tractors and stuff. So he decided to put the plough on the Massey 1200. So he's never actually tried it out before. The 1200 wasn't really a great plough tractor because lack of weight on the back and a lot of weight on the front. But we'll see how things go for PJ there today. It is a nice setup now, to be fair, but he usually runs the plough on the 7810, a good ploughing tractor, good bit of torque, and he usually keeps the 1200 on the drill as it's good for turning at the headlands. So it is, yeah, no, all things there, all parked up really. Coming down the road here now, we have a lovely John Deere 6210R with a Smith Fieldmaster. That's a lovely setup now, I must say. And then following behind we have a cabless Volvo BM L70. Aaron is driving her there now, and he's going off there to muck out a few pens there, a few sheds for a farmer there on contract, and obviously we'll be drawing it away with the John Deere. So big nice bucket on the Volvo there now, and I think she's probably cabless because of the low sheds, so that's kind of a good job now, and obviously for pushing up silage in the indoor pit. All the field is sown from last episode. No germination yet, but in the next few days, a few warm evenings now, the germination should start. But yeah, all things are looking well over there, it all got sown. Over here, we have an 8560 and a double axle low loader on the road there now. He must be going off to shift a digger or something, but he's busy anyway. And then over here we have Class Jaguar 900. Now, a bit early time of year now for a harvester to be out, but he's actually going off to chop him in miscanthus, so he is. Chopping miscanthus for a boiler to be put into bales. So he's going off to do that there now. And actually a good job because it keeps the harvester busy throughout the year, not sitting in the shed the whole year. So keeps the driver busy and keeps the harvester busy as well, as the harvesters are a fair lump of money to be just left sat in the shed all year, so it keeps a man and a machine occupied. Final decisions are still to be made on this quarry here now. I say the next few episodes we'll see a bit of movement here with the quarry, and you know, diggers on site start moving in. It'll be no longer a greenfield site anymore, it'll be all big industrial. But I think that's the way it's all going anyway. But yeah, that's how things are looking. Sheep are all there. Finbar's is looking at the sheep, and I think one of his grandchildren is actually taking the Kubota out for a spin, so we might see that later on there. Hopefully he hasn't crashed it. And before we get into James and Michael's farm, we have a lovely case Puma 175 there with an Amazon one pass on the back, and it's actually a change not seeing a tractor with no front linkage. She has the wiper weights on the front. Lovely tractor, so it is. And yeah, that's going off there. I think he's after buying a brand new one pass there now. So he's going off down the road there with his new one pass. I think he traded in an old Amazon for a new Amazon. So likes to keep his machinery fresh, as you can see, as you can tell by the tractor. So over in James and Michael's yard, they're actually moving a bit of beet, so they are. So they're buying and selling beet. So they bought a lorry load of beet there at the start of the week there, and they're selling it to local farmers. So might be something I might start getting into. I'm not sure if the yard is big enough. They might have to divert over into the AD plant over there. But for things now, for the start now, they're just piling it up against the workshop there now. And they're loading it up into a dump trailer and selling it on. I think Adrian is actually after buying a load of beet off them, as he's getting a bit low on them. And the lad he was previously buying the beet off beforehand was a bit too far away. So yeah, we have the Case Puma loaded up with the front loader. And the JCB is over in the other yard and they didn't really bother go get it, so they said they'd do with the Puma for now. And the T7210 is on the dump trailer. It's actually back from the building site. Well, today is a Saturday, so they said they'd take the dump trailer out of the site and go work with it for the day. They're not really meant to do that. They're meant to leave the tractor there, but no, it'll be back there Monday morning. There'll be nothing said. The two slurry tankers are parked up. The NC, the slurry cat, they're both parked up. Ground is really too wet, to be honest. A lot of ground is needs a few days of drying. They had a few jobs on actually, so they did, and they got cancelled because of the rain. And if you're in Leinster there during the week, on Friday there was a heap of snow, so that caused a lot of water. And then everything else is parked up. And what do you think of James and Michael's new Pajero? They actually bought a new Pajero there straight in from Japan. A lovely one, so it is. And it'd be nice there towing the fuel bowser around during the summer and bring the chippers to the lads. So you might see that in the next few episodes, the new Pajero. Over here in the AD plant, we have a local farmer there, local tillage farmer, and he's hiring the NC Muk Spreader off James and Michael there for the day and maybe tomorrow to spread a lot of his chicken muck on the land. He's going to plough it in. He always hires a spreader off James and Michael, as he doesn't really justify to buy a brand new one just for the few days he'd be using it. But yeah, he's able to shift a good bit of muck there for a few days with that spreader. And you have a good man loading up there. You get a good bit of muck spread. So that's about it over the AD plant. They still have to make a start onto the new pit. But they'll eat away at that in the next few weeks. Over in the village, we have James himself there in the T7260 Black Power and the triple axle low loader. Making good use of the new low loader now. They're doing a delivery for Kuhn Ireland and they're bringing 2 mowers and a fertilizer spreader back to a Kuhn dealership there for stocking up on mowers and first spreaders for the spring season. And yeah, I think James there wanted to get a spin on that, so he did. So that's a nice setup, I must say, the Kuhn machinery on the low loader. And this must be Finbar's grandchild or grandson here now in the Kubota. He went down to the shop here, or went down to the chipper there, get a few chipper chips in the Kubota. And I hope he's not causing any ruckus now, or you know, any messing about, but for poor Finbar's tractor. But yeah, FJS there, nice Kubota there, front loader, the M5. And over here, this is impressive now, lads. This is impressive. A Ford TW25 with a Herbs dump trailer loaded to the top with stones, all concrete, and I think he's bringing it over to a yard and he's going to put it into the crusher and then make a nice bit of crushed pebble out of it for filling. I think that's the plan anyway. But yeah, lovely TW25 on the stone cart there today. Not too often you see these still in working use, and certainly nice to see it here today with the sunroof open. Wish you had a straight pipe, but you can't beat the sound of the original exhaust either, in all fairness. But yeah, that's a lovely scene there now with the dump trailer and the big Ford, big 6-cylinder Ford. You can't beat it. And coming into Adrians Farm, We've a lot of action going on, to be fair. We have one of his friends there. He's just after buying a 8950 Valtra, and don't see many of these about either. And he's going off to do a bit of ploughing there for Adrian, so he is, as all his tractors are in use. So he asked Adrian, does he have any work going on the farm there? He wants to use his tractor. So I think his ears popped up when Adrian said, got to go ploughing there with the tractor. Because that'd be a lovely scene there now with the Valtra ploughing with the 4-furrow conversion. I'd say he'd be able for a 5-furrow, but Adrian only has a 4. And over here we have one of James and Michael's drivers there, one of their top drivers there with the 7810 John Deere. Spend a bit of fertilizer there, a bit of 10-10-20 onto the ground. And the Merlot is there loading up the bag of fertilizer. So he's going spreading there with the 7810 on the Amazon fertilizer spreader. They're actually getting a nice few jobs there with that new Amazon they got there at the start of the season. So nice to see that, nice to see everything's going well for them. And you might be wondering, why is the baler out? Now this is what I was saying at the start of the episode, a few things are going to be changing. I think Adrian, there's a dealer or a salesman coming there later in the day. He's going to evaluate the baler as he's looking at trading her in for a new 5500. So he wants to get a good trading value on this and buy the new 5500, as he hopes to bale a lot of straw, silage and hay this year. So he doesn't think the F550 will be up for it, but still in working order now. It'd be a grand there for a farmer there that wants to do his own few bales, so Adrian said. And as you may know, we're into March, and that means the hedge cutting season is over. So Sammy is in the shed there with the hedge cutter on, and whatever job is next on, the hedge cutter will be taken off and Sammy will be put straight onto it. But yeah, he got all the hedges done. Well, he didn't get them all done as the land was far too wet, and there's just a few hedges there that had to be held back until next September, as the ground is far too bad. Bit of a workshop problem here now. Well, a Fendt problem. The Fendt 926, something wrong with sensors there or something. The brakes are locking up on the tractor for some reason. I don't know what's it to do with, but it's in the workshop there now. I think there's a garage man coming to look at it there next week from Atkins, I think, or Kyo's, and he's going to go look at that 926. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Hopefully it's just a sensor, and hopefully it's not a take the cab off or split the tractor type of job. But that's a bit unfortunate, but at least it's not happening during the middle of summer, as that's the last thing you want. KCVX 195, Adrian's son is just there spending a bit of slurry with the Abbey tanker. This field isn't too bad because it's on the hill. All the water is kind of flowing down into the dike and it's well drained, but all the other fields are just a no-go. I had to wait a few days for them to drain. But yeah, the cases spreading the slurry there now, and one of the boys are in the Kubota RTV just following along, getting a few YouTube videos or a few TikTok videos of the case spreading slurry. And here we have another lad getting a loan of a Muk Spreader. Adrian is some man to give out loans of machinery to people. But we have a lovely T6020 New Holland getting a loan of Adrian's Bellback. I don't think Adrian has actually ever used this Muk Spreader, not that I've seen anyway. So wish him all the best with using the Muk Spreader there. Yeah, as I said, Adrian always gets James and Michael to go spread the muck with their big NC spreader. But he might end up selling this, I don't know. Doesn't really owe him anything, but yeah, he's heading off there now, go spread his own bit of muck. Everything else is kind of more or less the same. He still has a few bales of straw to work out of there now. Whacker News and Dumper is loaded up for Monday morning there, has to be shifted to a site. And Adrian, he's actually rented out this ground for 2 or 3 months until silage time, as he has no cattle to put onto it, so he wants a few cattle to put onto it there now, to kind of tackle the grass down a bit. Ground isn't too bad, to be honest, but he said he's going to rent it out. So we have Finn here in the Massey 6290 and the Ridgeway cattle box, and he's just offloading a few, I think, Angus cattle, beef cows, beef cattle, and yeah, they're just going off the grass there. I think he's going to put about 15 or so onto the land. It's about 20 acres there, so a good bit of ground, to be honest. Adrian is a good man to give it out. So that's about on this side of the farm. Good bit going on it all the same, but yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. It's been a lovely episode. Let me know, guys, in the comments below, what was your favourite seed on the farm? Do you like the Pajero, the new Pajero James and Michael are after buying? And what do you think of them buying in the sugar beet or the beet and selling it on? And my favourite part of the seed is definitely this Ford TW25 with the Herbs dump trailer. What an outfit, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree, a lot of you Ford fans. And the AD950 Valtra, which one do you prefer, the Ford TW25 or the AD950? It's a tough one now, they're both very unique, especially the Valtra, but I think the Ford takes the biscuit for me. So that's about it in today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.